I'd say for the cost $360 billion, for $360 billion, we're going to get 8 submarines. Right? This must be the worst deal in all history. At the Kabuki show in San Diego a day or so ago, there's 3 leaders standing there. Only one is paying. Our bloke, Albo. The other 2, you know, they've got the band playing. Happy days are here again. You know, the American president can hardly put 3 coherent sentences together. Rishi Sunak, for God's sake, Rishi Sunak for Australia to find our security in Asia. I mean, how deeply pathetic is that? China does not threaten Australia, has not threatened Australia, does not intend to threaten Australia.
What makes you so sure China isn't a military threat to Australia?
Because I've got a brain, principally, and I can think, and I can read, you know, and I read every day, you know. I mean, why would China want a threat? What would be the point? They get the iron ore, the coal, the wheat. What would be the point of China wanting to occupy Sydney and Melbourne? You know, I mean, I know you're trying to ask a question, but the question is so dumb it's hardly worth an answer. China has committed in the eyes of the United States the great sin of internationalism. And what is that sin? To develop an economy as big as the United States. That's the sin. They will never, the Americans will never condone or accept a state as large as them, you know, and that's what China presents. China's mere presence, I mean, they would have preferred they remain in poverty, 20% of humanity forever. But the fact that China is now, you know, an industrial economy larger than the United States, larger, according to IMF, 20% larger, they say, hang on, this is not in the playbook. This is not in the playbook. You know, what an affront. You know, so this is what this is about. What Anthony Albanese has done this week, he screwed into place the last shackle in the long chain which the Americans have laid out to contain China.